Chairman, thank you all for being here today. I want to go a little bit further out than the budget that we're discussing today, but talk a little bit about the audit. One of the things that absolutely shocked me was that when we started talking about auditing DOD a few years ago, we were told it would take years to get the agency into a posture that we, in fact, could audit them. So we've got a couple deadlines that are approaching. I think 2017 is the first one to get ready, and then 2019 when the results have to be given to Congress. But I want to talk a little about risk allocation or hear from you that may come from the DOD audit. Two quick questions. One is, I understand that the leadership is supporting the audit, but I'm a little concerned about the SES level and commitment to making this happen. So I want to know your feeling on the commitment from the senior level, and then any tweaks that you may have done since the November report that Congress received on the financial improvement and audit readiness plan.
I could start, Mr. Miller. As to the larger question of the Army's posture in achieving the milestones that you described, I feel we're on track. We've gone through, pardon me, we've gone through a series of both mock audits and outside examinations that have proven very, very positive, unqualified findings in a number of areas, but equally, if not more important, they've shown us where we have weaknesses and need to do better. As to your specific question on SESs, I think we have buy-in. What we're challenged with is helping people operate under the new paradigm and getting away from business as usual. So what we have done in response to that, where we witness it through our mock audits and our other examinations, is to go back in and to reemphasize training. And to the extent we've been able to measure that to this point, we think we're on the right path. But this is an incredibly complex endeavor, as you noted, particularly for the United States Army. But we've made great progress, and we feel we're moving forward as you'd want us to.
If I could just add one comment to that. The Vice Chief of Staff of the Army and the Undersecretary of the Army quarterly are doing VTCs with all subordinate MACOMs of the Army specifically on this issue, so they all understand the importance they play in moving forward with this. And that's really helping us to move this along.
As a former state auditor, I don't take anything more seriously. As you know, the Marine Corps got a clean audit on their statement of budgetary accounts for FY12. They're almost finished with the FY13 audit. Navy has its first statement of budgetary account audit under contract now and moving forward. I believe in particular our SESs understand the importance of it and of moving forward. The concern that I have, very frankly, is that there's at least one area that we don't control that could have an impact on whether we get the audit. The Defense Finance and Accounting Service that writes our checks that we paid in the Navy and Marine Corps $300 million to last year to write those checks. 9 out of their 10 internal controls have been found to be inadequate. The numbers that we receive from them that we are dependent on cannot be validated. And so the Navy and Marine Corps are absolutely on track to do it. Again, I'm concerned about that. That's outside of our control.
And Congressman Miller, I first of all want to agree with my colleague Ray Mabus on that last point about DFAS. But on behalf of the Air Force, I would say again, we are fully committed to the audit. In fact, I mentioned that in my opening statement. I come out of the business world, and so I personally am devoting time to this as well. I do monthly meetings just to keep my finger on the pulse of how we're doing. We're underway with the schedule of budgetary activity, which of course is the precursor to doing the audit, and we have a new accounting environment, which we call DEAMS in the Air Force, which a year or two ago was quite messy and not going well, but it is doing much better now, and that's going to help us get there from here. So on balance, I am cautiously optimistic, but with several of these caveats that you heard, that we're on track to meet the goals that are laid out in the law now, September of 2017 specifically, to reach the full financial statement audit.
Thank the gentleman. Mr. Langevin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.